That lipstick never asked my gender, but its market did. I still remember I was just 10 years old when I applied face powder for the first time on my face, and my father slapped me for doing so. I could still feel that pain, but as any other typical parent, he thought it was wrong. And I was never his perfect son, and he was always disappointed in me. And to my dismay, he used to blame my mom that my mom is giving me the liberty to apply all this makeup and wear all these fashionable clothes. If I be honest with you guys, so that is very true. Yes, my mom gave me the liberty because she accepted me as who I am and she never tried to change me. So if you see me standing here today in this flawless makeup and in this amazing outfit, it's all because of my mother. Today I am here to dismantle all the prejudice just because my mother found her way out of them. Hi, my name is Shivam Bharadwaj. I identify as a gay man and I am a fashion and makeup content creator. Talking about my story, I once used to belong to a lower middle class family, and as any other child out there, I was expected to do things in a certain way, in a predefined manner. So I was told by my family and by my parents to take science or maybe at least commerce and maths, because pursuing arts or maybe pursuing any creative thing must have been the worst nightmare to all those prejudiced folk who think that art or creative things is just for girls. May I ask why? I was also forced to take CA. Yes, I was forced to take CA, which I dropped obviously because one thing which used to or which still goes in my mind is fashion. I live for fashion, but in the society where fashionable girls are judged from head to toe, I was barely on their list of acceptance. Growing up, I always had this cozy, calm, quiet vibe different from the rest. I remember not being fitting into any traditional gender roles because exploring the boundaries might have been my forte since the very beginning. But I never changed myself for anybody. I was judged, I was labeled, but I was never let down in silence. I always told myself that my mother raised me to be a fighter and a fighter I will be. I recall going to gym and people used to see me there astonishingly as they think that gym is not for gay men. Gays are fragile. May I ask why and how? I have never seen a dumbbell protesting over someone's gender or sexuality. Did you? So still wherever I go, I still don't fit in. And the reason behind that is this conventional society who simply cannot digest someone loving and living their life on their own terms. I remember when I was in high school, one of my teachers asked me that, Shivam, what will you become in your life? Just like every other homophobic person presume that LGBTQI plus community member cannot do anything productive enough for their social welfare. Well, I am here today, lending my voice to thousands unheard. School should be a safe space, isn't it? But this statement is just like any other prejudice about school. School must be safe, but what about kids like us? Suppose one day you are being terribly bullied and you decide and you gather a courage to go to your teachers and complain about your bullying. But you end up in a situation getting laughed off by your teachers only. Where is safety? I have seen a student committing suicide because of high school bullying and getting not hurt by school faculty. I have been in the same situation few years back where I thought that should I just finish myself? Will it all be over? I am lucky enough that I was able to snap out of that dark vortex I was falling in before it was too late. I am lucky enough to be alive today. But think of you in our situation, and I feel like you guys are very fortunate who hasn't seen these kind of situation, because just think of you in our life. Think of you in my life. So even in school, I never changed my behavior. I never concealed myself. That might have been the reason that I never got part in my school role plays. As my English teacher told me that I move my hands way too much like girls. See, Another common prejudice about girls. So what if girls stop moving their hands while talking? Won't they be girls anymore? And yes, I move my hands way too much while talking. But what it has to do with my ambitions and skills? Do you have any idea how many young queer individuals choose to end their lives rather than facing this cruel society and fighting for themselves? How ridiculously unfair it is to tell someone what they can do and what they cannot, even when laws allow it. We are alienated from the society in the world so beautiful and just. We are outcasted for being us. We are neglected just because we neglected societal norms and chose path to be happy. But this path has never been facile for us. Most for young queer individuals. But never mind, as they say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade out of it. And that's what I did. Yeah, I took that last lemonade like from internet, but it's not like we're listening it for the first time. Honestly, the fact that many of us don't fit in the society is because of the norms segregated to segregate men, women, queer, non-binary, and so on. We all were born to be prejudiced in one way or the other. Contented are those who choose to stood out and fight for their rights and identities. I'm proud of the fact that I stood out. It makes me feel happy. I was living as a straight man for 21 years of my life. And after coming out from the closet as a gay man, it has given me freedom to express myself and to show people that this is normal. So if you come from a family where your parents tell you that you are not good enough and you do not fit in, or if you come from a place where people tell you that you are less, show them that you can make something out of yourself, because you will be giving hope to that one young child who will be watching you while growing up, and he will see that if you can do it, so can he.